So, like last time I streamed, I didn't even have the Forgotten. Ironically, I had forgotten about him. But since then I unlocked him, and I've been playing him basically exclusively in an attempt to just get all of his items unlocked so that I could not have anything missing from the base game before I started playing on the new characters. And I did unlock both the characters. I unlocked Bethany on stream, and I unlocked Jacob and Esau off stream, just because I wanted to have them done, so I did it as Isaac. So it's the most base. So we're just going to play as Bethany today. Bethany exclusively. XQY2VPFE. Lovely seed. So my extent of knowledge for how she works is that her spacebar item summons temporary familiars that will orbit around her and shoot as well. But in addition to that, they'll also have different effects depending on what spacebar item you have picked up. So she can essentially have 2 spacebar items, but they just don't do their normal effects. And again, on top of that, is she can't pick up spirit hearts or black hearts. She only has red hearts. So I imagine Deal with the Devils for her are much more difficult to acquire. And again, because I'm playing brand new character, I'm not going to do alt path stuff, at least until I'm comfortable with her. So probably a hot minute. Does she get a charge when she kills an enemy? That's what it looks like. Brittle Bones is not the item I thought it was, but it's okay. I can feel a sneeze, but I will resist. I was looking at Sharp Key there, and I was thinking, what is it? What is the point of it? Like, I guess I could take it if I wanted to get to Mega Satan, but I don't think that thinking of it that way is very smart of me. I don't have the map, so I can't see. Curse of the Lost, that is. So no seeing if there's a red heart on the floor. Although I did get bombs out of that, so I can get that red heart I can see right there. So as it stands, I need to do everything with Bethany. That's her name. So I don't think Boss Rush is going to be super easy to do. Or maybe it will be, actually. I feel like it'll all obviously depend on what spacebar item I get to augment her thing. Like, I don't know if they actually have special effects or if it is just that they do, like, different types, you know? Like, I seem to recall seeing, like, different items have different charge levels will give you different things. Like, if you have, like, a one-room charge item like Poop, for example, you can use it every room and it'll just give you another summon. I don't know if there's anything else they do special other than that, but that's how it goes. And also, because we have a bunch of black hearts now, we ideally want to not take damage, because then we'll have 6 total spacebar items. 6 total heart containers, which would be nice. I don't know what happened there, but it instantly absolutely shredded Famine, so that's fine. And we got Cuban Meat, and then we're going on. Forgetting about Sharp Key. I think Sharp Key is as far as like usefulness for me, would just be allowing me to go to Mega Satan, which again I don't think I want to do. If this is Cursed Eye, I'm sad. I'm real sad. Oh, the amount of times I've gotten Cursed Eye, it's so painful. I also sometimes, I don't even know if this is true or if it's just a feeling. I feel like sometimes you get like a set of items permanently. Like you'll constantly see X item showing up in your shop, or you'll constantly see it showing up in your item room, and it'll just persist. Like it won't change for ages. It's better not be bad trip. Perks. Why do I have an angel deal? My chance. My camera's slightly covering it, but I have 0% chance of Devil Deal, but I have 100% chance of Angel Deal? Does Bethany not get Devil Deals? That would be interesting if that's true. I don't think any of my items do that. I mean, I suppose it makes sense. I think the spacebar item is called the Book of Virtues. So, it sounds like maybe angel related. That's pretty nice. That was scary. I kind of thought I was going to explode the bomb blocks. Bomb rocks, excuse me. Deadeye's pretty good, actually. I was struggling to remember it before I comprehended what it said on the screen. What the name of it was. And I was also thinking if I should use my key on the shop and buy a key and see what the item is. But since it's in the... Since I have Curse of the Blind anyway, I wouldn't be able to see what's in there. So I think it's probably better if I just save it. I also don't think it should matter too much that I have Cursed Eye, because my tiers are really good. So my charge rate's also pretty good. Although Cursed Eye will probably make it pretty damn difficult for me to do boss rush, assuming I even get that opportunity. There's another thing which would change if the opportunity arose, and that was if the red key or the cracked key show up, then there's no way I'm not going to the other alt path, which is to home. Consolation Prize, I think, is really bad. I truly think it's not a good item. Rosary, on the other hand, fuck, I guess Mega Satan is like what I gotta do, right? Like, if I don't go to Mega Satan when she's got angel deals up the arse, out the arse, excuse me, it just seems foolish. Also, I forgot that his attack goes double diagonal. I thought he could only shoot it straight or shoot tiers, because this angel is the easier angel of the two, I think. Well, I say I think, in my opinion. Yeah, I was just thinking if I should go to the shop or not, but I guess it's probably better for me not to. Curse the Labyrinth, that's okay. That'll actually help if I do plan to go boss rush. Not that it should matter. I genuinely don't think I'll be able to get to boss rush, just because I feel like with Cursed Eye, the chances of me getting through boss rush without actually taking a hit whilst charging is like almost none. But I suppose we'll see how the run's looking when we get there, assuming we get there again. Jesus, gonna lose all my wisps. Accuracy's not doing me too amazingly, but that's okay. What's the card? Hangman? Yeah, that could come in handy. In a room that wasn't this one, it would probably come in more handy. I saw the 4 coins and I was like, in my head, I genuinely just considered using it immediately. Like, I was like, I have the thing, must use. Like, it's burning a hole in my pocket and it's not even warm yet, you know, like. There's a tinted rock, but A, don't have any bombs, and B, don't get spirit hearts. I guess I'll get it anyway though, because just in case it's a small rock. Or consumables as well, it's pretty nice. Little Isaac heads. Oh, that's nice. They instantly get killed by thing. Oh, I just realized Curse of the Eye, I was going to call it. Cursed Eye might actually make accuracy a little bit better, because I can build up the accuracy's damage much quicker. Obviously, I lose it just as quick. But because the way I think it works is there's like a chance you'll lose it when you do damage, as opposed to just guaranteed. I haven't found any spacebar items either, which is not ideal for this character. I could use it to get to there, the hangman that is. Monstro's Tooth. Oh, I guess it still does the effect. I thought it didn't. I thought it like overrode the spacebar effect. So I just used it, thinking, I wonder what wisp effect I'll have. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I'm going to go and get the heart. Playing as the Forgotten forever, like, I in my mind, I place immeasurable value on a bone heart, just because that's all he gets. The run that ended my playthrough as the Forgotten to, like, finish his post-it note for the non-repentance content was maybe the best run I've ever had in Isaac. I had, like, Godhead Polyphemus. It was ridiculous. Obviously, he's a melee character primarily, so it wasn't that amazing. And I've also learned of a new item in this DLC. I think I might have had it once in my previous streams runs, called... what was it called? Sci-Fly, I believe it's called. And that item is nuts. That item is like a one run in and of itself. It has like so much potential for being incredible. Monster's Tooth might not be so bad actually, because it only has a 3-room charge, which I thought it had a 4-room charge, so I was thinking at first that it might not be that good because it just has the same charge rate as my base item anyway. But it might be better than that. Also, we found one of the item rooms. I'm sad. I thought this would be the right way, but not the other one. Also, there was one of them in that room which died pretty quickly. But those mini pin enemies, they are so annoying. They are some of the most irritating enemies. Locus of Conquest. This item does something different to what I thought it did. I thought that what it did was it changed the properties of a fly you already had, so if you didn't have a fly, it wouldn't do anything. But that's actually not what it does. It makes it so that you spawn with flies when you go into a room. Also, I don't think I have any way of getting that other than using my Hangman card, and I don't know if 5 coins is worth it for a Hangman card, considering earlier I passed up getting 4 coins with a Hangman card. Although in that case I could have gotten it through other means, but either way. This room is even more tempting for the Hangman card, if I'm being quite honest with you. Just because I mentioned it a million times before, but black chests in my head have a much higher chance of dropping something useful. That might just... oh, okay, that's less useful than I thought. And I was charging. That was pretty lucky, though. It put me straight outside the room. What I was thinking might happen was it might pop whilst Monstro was still there, so it would actually do damage and kill the boss immediately, but not the case. And also, normally when I'm playing a run, because I'm just playing it without caring, I would look up what an item does if I'm not certain of what its function is. But I'm not going to do that here. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't lose my deal with the angel chance. Is this divorce papers? I don't know what it means by you feel empty. Maybe it gives you an empty heart container normally. But because no, it must give you a bone heart because I just got a bone heart. I have Mom's thing. This is caves, not the next floor. This boss, I think he's like way more difficult than any other boss on this floor. Bugger. Well, since I got teleported out, I might as well just go to the other item room first. I feel like his movement doesn't really, at least obviously I'm not used to him because he's new, but I feel like in my head his movement doesn't really telegraph what he's going to do as much as other bosses. Oh, that's a shame. Not that a lot of the later bosses do, but he certainly does not. And also, something I sort of hadn't come to grips with when I played last is that I don't know what perks does, if I'm being quite honest. What I hadn't come to terms with was that runs take way longer in Repentance. So I was still going through it with like the that's kind of shitty, with the non-repentance mindset of like, yeah, I'll just blast through this because it'll only take like half an hour on a medium quality run. But it looks more like a good run in this would take as long as a bad run in pre-repentance Isaac. I'm also gonna do this. I've decided, and if I didn't have Cursed Eye, I'd say it was more worth it, but I still think it was pretty worth it. Can I use that again? Oh, okay, so it gives you, like, the ability to overcharge it, as it were. Oh, that was close. Also, it doesn't look like Bethany is incapable of getting devil deals. Because I had like a 25% chance of getting an angel deal and a 10% chance of a devil deal. So it might be that you just have a guaranteed angel deal on the first one instead of a almost walked into a fire, instead of a guaranteed devil deal. I don't remember what was in the shop. Oh yeah, that's right. I got Mom's purse from it. And that's why I have 2 fairly inert trinkets. I guess if I find another decent trinket, it'll be nice to have that and the locust, but even still. Not great, not great. Oh, okay, so I think soul charges, they just act as if they're a charge anyway. So like, I have currently 1 green charge, a normal charge, and then I also have 1 blue charge, which is a soul charge, is what I'll assume the name is, because it's blue. So, that's nice. I don't have a curse, which is nice. First time this run that a floor hasn't had a curse. Those enemies, these are the ones I mentioned before, which I think are extremely annoying. Mostly just because I feel like sometimes you'll walk into a room and you won't even know that they exist until you've cleared all the other enemies. By the way, I'm just going in here because there's a red heart out there. Might as well. Also, I'm guessing Monstro's tooth... I don't want anything from this room. I should just be using it whenever I can, like, properly. I shouldn't just be using it to hurt myself like crazy. But I should be using it on every enemy I see, just so I can get more orbitals. I'd hesitate to call them orbitals, because they're not really, right? Also, it looks like Monstro's orbitals seem to shoot out teeth. Yeah, those are teeth, right? So, I don't know if it's worth... Ooh, game froze for a second. I don't know if it's worth saving the soul charges, like, just holding onto them and only using my proper charges. Or if you can even do that. Like, I don't know if that is a mechanic. I assume it's a mechanic, because why would I assume otherwise? Also, it looks like we definitely could be on pace for boss rush. Egghead is... I'm not entirely certain what Egghead does, if I'm being honest. In my head, I think it's like a damage reduction, like in a similar style to like Infamy. I'm also going to just take this, and if I fuck it up and lose the Eternal Heart, then oh well, I'll live with it. Yeah. Those enemies... Okay, I don't know what hit me, but it worked out, because it led to me getting sent to this abomination. This, I think, is one of the new... I say I think. I'm almost certain this is one of the new bosses, because I feel like I almost certainly would have known about it if not. Oh, he can do that. That's good to know. I didn't realize he could shoot them diagonally. I thought he only shot them straight. I don't really want a devil deal. Like, I mean, I want a devil deal, but if I'm going for angels, then I just don't. Like, I forgot to go to the shop as well. So this is the thing you unlock after you've beaten Mother once. So if you have Jacob and Esau, you also have this. That's the alt path, which, again, unless I had cracked key, is that what it's called? Red cracked key? I don't know. It's the exact name. Or the red key itself, I would not be going there, because there'd be no point. Chances of me having a run powerful enough to beat that path is not great. Piercing shots, I'm alright with that. Obviously, I have no say in the matter, because I can't reroll it, because I'm not Isaac. But either way, I'm happy with it. These enemies, those like black balls of gore that roll around the side of the rooms. They're pretty annoying. They're pretty hard to predict, because what they do is, instead of roaming along a path like the other enemies with their similar appearance, they like shoot at you off of they hug a wall until they see you, and then they'll shoot off the wall at you, which is pretty it's pretty mean. It's pretty mean. Not gonna be a secret room there. I'm just gonna check if a secret room can be in here. Could be. Yeah, I'm guessing secret room's to our left then. Once we kill this room, we'll have a look at that. I think that the red key I'm mentioning... Oh, I don't know why I thought I didn't have to kill that enemy. I thought he would have done his own. The red key I'm mentioning, I think it can only spawn in secret rooms. Or devil deals. Oh, these guys. Also, no secret room there, so I guess that means that there's somewhere else. Of course. I'll just shoot to the right instead of the left for no reason. Nice one, me. We do want to go to the shop as well, because... Wow, why are they... What the heck? They're like sliding in the middle of their path. That was weird. If we can help it, we also don't want to take any more damage, just because... I used it too late. I was like... I had been neglecting to use it, because I had honestly forgotten about it. But... That was foolish of me. Wow, that was the worst use of 2 keys I've ever seen. I'll just blow you up just because otherwise it's a complete waste of time. Also, didn't pick up that. Nice one, me. Also, I said how runs take longer in Afterbirth, and then I immediately think, oh yeah, I'll try for boss rush. As if that is conducive to it. Luckily, there's a red hut on the ground, although I think it's blocked up by bombs. We'll just pick up the half instead. I don't think I'm taking very good advantage of Bethany's special quirks, if I'm being honest with you. This room has a lot of enemies for it being an L room. Also, from the time, unless I can somehow get to Mom and kill her in the next 5 seconds, no boss rush. Which is fine, because that means I can just take my time now. I don't have to rush. I can just be more careful, and I can try my best not to get hit by every single stationary enemy in the game. That would be great, wouldn't it? Bibles... So the flight from Bible is obviously nice, but I think for this run, it might make more sense for me to have it, because then I can... use it to kill Mom instantly, right? Not that that matters too much. Also, I want to see what its wisp looks like. It's with my spacebar item, the Book of Virtues, which I think is... It's actually an exclusive one, I think. Like, I don't think you can actually get it for any other character except for as Bethany. I was unnecessarily excited for 2 spirit hearts because I thought, oh, I get some health if I'm below on that. And then I remembered, obviously, that she can't get regular health. Okay, I know this instantly kills her, but I'm not so certain about what it does to... Does it instantly kill... I think it instantly kills Mom's heart as well, but I think it like instantly kills you if you use it against Isaac. That's how my brain is remembering it. Also, I think that now you can see the post-it note from your pause menu. I'm wrong. I'm going to use this just so I can fly. I think I actually had a run lose, that sucks, to one of those rooms, because rooms where you backtrack into them and you end up taking damage just from being in that room is like... They're the most aggravating. Because it's like, oh, I just lost a run for no reason. Also, my tears with the Bible look like they're... That's great. I'll use it on the next floor, assuming I don't have the same curse again. That sneeze from earlier is coming back. My wisp from the Bible. So they seem to be like... I want to say like holy shots, but... Oh great, I now have Curse of the Maze as well. But they don't seem to, like, burn or anything, or do anything in particular, if I'm being honest. So, it might not be so useful, except for the fact that it gives me flight. Do they have homing? Oh, they have homing! That's actually good. That's actually useful. I assume that the monster's tooth ones probably did more damage, because the tooth shots generally do. But I have no proof, and I was super forgetful with it, so I don't even know. Also, I'm actually forgetting to fire my normal tears because of this character, because I have Cursed Eye, of course, so... because what would my run be without Cursed Eye? So I just forget, because I'm already firing because Bethany has her wisps. If I could get... if on this not very good run I could get to the chest and beat Isaac, or beat Blue Baby, excuse me, that would be great. Although, with how mediocre this run is, I'm not optimistic. Although a room like that sort of makes you think, wow, that was... maybe this run isn't so bad. Tinted Rock. Hierophant doesn't really do much for me other than giving me charges. We'll use this here, of course. So I think that unless I'm using my... if I'm using normal charges, I should just use it every time, right? Like, there's no reason for me to hold off. Again, forgot to fire my actual tears because I forgot I have Cursed Eye. Ooh, a Bone Heart. With it. I think I got hit with Curse of the Maze at one point, so I'm not entirely sure where I am. But fortunately there's one there. Also, I can't actually fly. How could I forget? Walking into walls. I don't think I ever pick up the Bible, so... hopefully I'm not wrong about it instantly killing Mom's heart. Oh, it just occurred to me. Maybe it instantly kills Mom's heart, but not it lives. Oh, that's a concerning thought. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, I suppose. In my head, I sort of want to go across there, but I also don't. Also, I think I will make it to in time for the Hush fight, but there's no way I'm going to do it because this run is not great, specifically for the Hush fight. I feel like I have no survivability other than just my ability to dodge hits, which is admittedly minuscule. This room is massive. I was hoping that the sacrifice room would have a heart on the floor, but that's not the case. That's fine. These enemies sort of have the same thing as the mini pins do, which is that they're really annoying because they just pop up out of nowhere. I don't know if it actually uses the special effect of the item when you have a spirit charge on it. Like, so if I press spacebar now, obviously it'll activate my flight normally. But I don't know if I use that with my blue charges, if it'll do it as well, you know? Also, I said at the time Little Chad was bad, but I'm wrong. With Bethany, he's pretty good because he can just heal. Because I only have red hearts. He's like the opposite. She's like the opposite of. That's pretty nice. Of Blue Baby? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Because she has only red hearts. Oh, I thought I was on the floor after this. That's why I was like constantly talking about fighting Mom, because I thought I was about to. Mama Gertie is very easy though, especially with flight. Just because like a third of her attacks just can't do anything. Excuse me? Okay. I don't know why that happened, but that's fine. What did I leave on the floor in here? I don't think it matters. I think it was like a Temperance card or a Wheel of Fortune card. Not worth me losing sleep over it. Hopefully I don't have Curse of the Lost. That's fine, Curse of the Blind will do. Oh, that's a very long floor, and this is a very bad room. Oh, I just got teleported to a room that has Long Larry. I can live with Long Larry, though, because I have penetrative shots and charge. Oh, room is not over. I was just walking through it as if it was. I'm not sure how I can get through that bottom room. I'm going to the arcade, just in case it has something. Yeah, that was inevitable. I'm not sure what it could have that would be useful for me, if I'm being quite honest, but I think the best thing it can do for me is I can blow up this and get some red hearts out of it. Never mind, it didn't give me anything. We'll blow up this as well, though, for the same reason. And it also didn't give me anything. Nice. I'm going to use the hermit card just in hopes that it teleports me further than that room. So I don't have to go through that massive laser room. Oh, it teleported us crazy close. That's nice. Okay. Wheel of Fortune, don't need it. Although, admittedly, I have nothing else to spend my money on, so I maybe. Okay, now this will either be really dumb, or it'll work perfectly. Okay, it worked perfectly. It wasn't really dumb. And we got an angel deal. I don't have any bombs. Oh, I don't have any bombs. Scapula. Oh, I'm Seraphim. That means I can fly. But what I can do is this extremely dumb thing, which works great. I'm also going to just spam this in hopes of getting a bunch of familiars. And in hopes of making this fight doable. I also had to be really careful to not get hit with the effects of my curse shot. Because if I get teleported out of this room, no guarantee it'll come back, and I'm not getting another angel deal. Scapula... Do I remember what Scapula does? I think that what Scapula does is that when you're on half health, or on half a heart, excuse me, if you get hit again, you get like a tiny bit of regen. Maybe it like drops a spirit heart on the floor or something like that. Scapula in my head is one of those items which I know is good, but I don't remember the effects of it. It just, it never sticks. Also, I have quite a lot of orbitals now. And they're all homing because they're Bible ones. Oh my god, I just remembered. I can't use the Bible on Isaac, so I just have to make sure I use it before I walk in the room so that I don't die. Like, if I use it on Isaac, I'll die. It, like, Mom and Mom's heart, they die. But if I use it against them, I'll die. Also, I have no money, so I might as well... Or I have no reason to keep my money, I should say. So I might as well use it on them. I don't remember what Ace of... What is Ace of Clubs? Is that what I have? I never remember card suits, so I'm not sure what that is. Other than hearts and diamonds. I can never remember the difference between the two black card suits. Not that they're difficult. I think it's just like something which I never really bothered to learn, and it's not a big part of my life. As if it's a big part of anyone's life. Well. Oh, that's... That's pretty fortunate. That'll... I'm thinking... So if I play this, just use all this money on it, and I do somehow get, by luck, the crystal ball, I think that's what it's called. Do I want it over the Bible? Because the crystal ball will have a 6-room charge, so I'll only be able to use it every 6 rooms, of course. Do I want that instead of the Bible, which has a 4-room charge? I think the answer is yes, because I think its effect is much more useful. Like, I can already fly. There it is. Yeah, I think I want it. And I think I'll use this as well, because I assume it's right here. Yep. Oh yeah, it also has... I don't know if it's a guarantee or if it's just a chance, but it also gives you the occasional, or maybe not occasional, effect of showing you... I think it's like one of the different mapping items effects. Like, it might give you the compass, it might give you the map, it might give you the blue map, so show you all the secret rooms. Oh god. That enemy is kind of... I don't know if they're scary or if they're just, like, weird. I don't need that in the slightest. I don't really want Gulped Penny. Gives you a coin whenever you take damage. I don't think that's very useful. I also sort of want to take damage and then pick up that half heart, because I don't think Scapula's effect happens from a full heart. I think it only happens from a half heart. So it might be more useful for me to take damage in this room once, if I can. I can't. No, it's just not happening. This thing really to destroy all my things. Okay, so I think, like I mentioned, I want to use this. Don't really want that. I'll take the sun just so it'll heal me in the case I take a fuck ton of damage. But if I'm taking damage down to my real hearts and not my bone hearts, then I think the chances of me surviving are pretty low. But it looks like the leftover Bible shots I have, orbitals, excuse me, are blocking shots. I don't think the regular wisps did that. So that's pretty nice. Also, they made these so much nicer to dodge, so I almost feel like Isaac feels like a real boss fight now, as opposed to just before where it was like he just sort of shoots, and if you avoid it, you avoid it. If you don't, you don't. I do think Isaac, like I said, he's like one of the most boss fights in the game. Because some of the late game bosses are like, they're basically just not fair. Book of Virtues. I don't want to go Delirium. I feel like I'll just lose if I go and fight Delirium. Like, there's no way I'm going to beat Delirium with this run. Oh, I guess I was mistaken about what I said earlier with the Book of Virtues. I don't know what that item is. Lodestone, Magnetizing Tears. I do know what that item is, it just has a different texture to what I'm remembering. Epiphora, I don't remember what it does. $3 bill, I do remember what it does, and it's pretty useful. Iron bar. Oh, it's a damage up as well? It's okay then. Gertie Juniors. Oh, maybe Lodestone isn't the item I thought it was, and I actually don't know what it does. I think what I thought it was in my head was the item that makes it so your tears like suck enemies in, but it looks like it makes enemies magnetize when you hit them. This looks like the effect. I would assume it was the $3 bill doing that, but it's triggering way too frequently for it to be that, so. And also, even if I do end up fighting Mega Satan, which I of course will, because I think I'll probably beat Blue Baby. I still want to go and beat Blue Baby, you know? Like, there'd be no point in me not facing one of them. And if I do beat Blue Baby, then I want to come back and I want to beat Mega Satan. Although I'm completely out of wisps now, bar this random one. So, unfortunately, I won't get as good of an effect. Emperor. I think I'll use the Emperor, actually, after I clear this room. Just because then I'll have a charge on my, my spacebar item, so then I can use it. $3 bill. Being pretty nice. That's pretty good, actually. Forever Alone, blocking shots from a distance. That's pretty nice. Wow, that was very not useful. I also, similarly to what I mentioned about Isaac, I think Blue Babies sort of has, because they're so similar, right? They're extremely similar bosses. I think the only difference really is Blue Baby has homing shots occasionally, whereas Isaac has his sky beams. Blessed Penny, don't know what that is. I don't even know if you can see the achievements with my different setup on my stream. But that's the item I unlocked. Blessed Penny. Which I'm sure it does something related to picking up pennies, and it's probably a trinket in the same style as like Burnt Penny and Flat Penny and all that stuff. Also, with this damage I'm taking, There's like 0% chance I'm going to be able to beat Mega Satan, but that's definitely going to put a spanner in the works. But either way, this is a successful run. No matter what happens in these next few rooms or in the Mega Satan fight, assuming I manage to get back there. We beat Mom, we beat Mom's heart, we beat Isaac, and we beat the chest. So, also, hate this room. I think I'm just going to bomb out of it. And it doesn't let you because it's a boss fight room. Oh, I'm going to die in this room. Just focusing so I don't die, hopefully. That's fine. I'm A-okay with that. Because we got what we wanted. And that was a good run. I'm happy with that run. Blessed Penny has appeared in the basement, yep. Okay.